Do you know when the universe is actually sending you signs? Hey, Jason here. And if you've been watching the channel, you've been seeing me go through southern region of Africa. I'm currently in Botswana, and probably in the next month or so, I will be going to my next country, as I'm still on the quest for finding permanent residency, or just residency where I don't have to leave every 90 days. So make sure you stay tuned as you see me as I'm going from country to country. And I'm going to start letting you know how some of these immigration processes going, and also what are some things that you may can do to help it easier for you if you're planning to relocate to the southern region of Africa. And so let's go ahead and get into today's video, man. Um, so it's interesting. Like the question was, how do you know when the universe is actually sending you signs? And one of the things I believe life happens for us. It doesn't happen to us. We've been taught to believe life is, everything that's happening in life is to harm us. It's like it's destiny for us to have this bad luck. And the truth is, all we have to do is look at the opposite side of the coin. What if everything that's happening is happening to strengthen us, to toughen us, to get us one step closer to the person that we need to be, so that we can show up in this world as that person? Because just because we have an idea of how we want that life to be, it doesn't mean that's the only way for that life to be. And sometimes it may take some trials and tribulations. This is one of the things that I have really, really been harnessing in on, especially if you know my story or been watching me for over the past few years, is that my wife, Cece, she passed away January of 2022. And it broke me. I'm going to be honest with you. It broke me. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm in a better place now. But, it doesn't mean like there's still not days and moments that I'm missing it. It also doesn't mean like there's still, new ways of guilt that's coming across that I never really even knew existed. Just to give you a prime example, like I've came to the acceptance that she's not coming back. This dream, this nightmare is not going to end. I've come to that acceptance quite a while ago. However, what I didn't come to acceptance with is, what does moving on look like? Like, what does that really look like? When is an appropriate time to move on? When is it socially acceptable to move on? Um, is it okay to love again? What does love look like again? Like, all of these things come flooding in, and you start feeling guilty about it because you're the one that's left behind, but you don't realize you're the one that's at a lower position. Like, they're now at another step of vibration, another step of living in another dimension, which is higher than ours. They're at spirit. So they're at true expression, at least what we think is true expression. And so through having those feelings now and like coming through this and, really analyzing myself, going through my mental health, like, what is it that I want? Like, who is Jason? Who is the person I want to become, that I want to be in this world? I'm really doing a lot of work on my personal identity. And if you've ever read Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, he goes real deep into how the personal identity, that identity that we hold inside of us, is very important, and it shapes us for who we are and how we show up in this world. And it's one of those things where I think with that personal identity, having a very true, strong concept of who that person is inside of you, who you truly are on the inside, so you can express it on the outside. I think sometimes the universe is sending us signals or sending us messages to let us know or to remind us of the happiness, the things that molded you to want to be that person that you truly want to be on the inside. And that's what I've been coming to terms with these past few weeks. Like, I'm in Botswana. I'm still here in Botswana. I'm in Gaborone to be exact, which is great. Great city, very safe. Love it here. And it was funny. I've now realized, Botswana, it reminds me of growing up as a child in Louisiana. Well, not growing up, but visiting family in Louisiana. It was very low speed, laid back, real good place and really good people. And I'm seeing that now as it's coming back into my life, and I'm like, okay, this is showing me like, also it's reminding me of, and it's like letting me know I'm on the right path because a lot of things are reminding me of when CC and I first left the United States and we were living in Panama in Central America. Even the house resembles it. The good and bads of the house resemble it. The yard, the heat that's here, how hot the house get, like all of these different things. And in the beginning, I was in the point of like doing self-deprecation, beating myself up. Like, okay, man, why are you mismanaging money? Why are you being cheap? Why are you not living in a better place? Why are you not doing this? And the thing is it wasn't ready for me. I wasn't ready to do all of that. And I understand that because to truly be the person that I want to show up as in this world, there's a lot of mental health things that I have to work through, that I have to process. Um, yes, I'm in an area of my life now where I can function fairly well. I don't have many problems being in sociable situations. I know how to recharge my energy when I need to. I know how to even just step away from a whole group conversation and just go inside and just go to my safe place when I need to. Um, but however, there's still different levels of discipline that I need to start building with my mental health. Because I think one of the issues, which is very mistaught about health and mental health combined, is it's like this perfect state, like this is the best you can be. And it's like we need to start pushing those parameters. Why can't we be better? Why can't I be happier? Why can't I be at a more of a enjoyment filled level? Like, why can't I be at a level where I'm seeing the good more than I'm seeing the bad in the day? And I think because we haven't been taught to even look at that side of the coin, we're selling ourselves short on a lot of happiness that we could have. And it's one of the things that I'm really starting to see where I'm selling myself short on a lot of happiness. Like, there's so much things I have to be grateful for. One, I'm able to travel the world. I'm living in Africa right now, even though, yes, there's the immigration process is stressful. Yes. Is it, even though I make fun of it, the homeless thing where, I don't have really permanent residence. Yes. Is that stressful? Yes. Um, is it scary, getting into maybe a long-term lease agreement and then I'm being told that I have to leave the country? Yes, it's terrifying. Is it scary that because I don't have any type of permanent residency or anything yet, that what if, internation relations between Botswana and the U.S., something goes wrong and now it affects me who have nothing to do with that craziness between two countries? Yeah, it's terrifying. But at the end of the day, I can still focus on the things that make me happy. Like, I've been having fun just cooking again. If you've been watching my TikTok, I've been showing you different little recipes I've been playing with using soya chunks. It's got me now where I'm imagining, maybe even opening up a restaurant here within the next year or something in Botswana. Do the first fully. Hey, get out of here, bird! Come on, these birds, man. See, that make me happy. The birds here, so I've been feeding them. I had an extra fat cake, and I just been wanting. So I was like, let me just give it to the birds. Because one bird, he always come up in the morning and ask for food. And now his little buddy's walking in the house, and they get too comfortable. Or you give them an inch, they try to take them out. But but yeah, man, it just like there's a lot of stressful things that's going on each and every day in our lives. But we're in control if we're happy or not. And I think we've all been duped to believe that our happiness comes from external situations, that our happiness comes from the pleasure of other people. Um, and I think that true happiness actually comes from us as individuals. You have to make a choice that You want to have a happy day today. You have to make a choice that today is the best day you can have today because it's the only day you can have today. And I think once we start getting to that level, we will start seeing the law of attraction really giving us everything that we truly desire. Come on, dude, get out of here, please. I'm not even gonna cut this out. I just want you to see, like, this is the craziness of, it's just the craziness, man. You gotta love life, yeah. Life is so freaking amazing. But that once we start understanding, like, that we truly control our happiness, we'll truly start seeing the laws of attraction working towards us. And just remember this, man, and this is what I've learned after doing a few Tony Robbins seminars and doing a lot of his online seminars and things, especially during 2020. We did a whole lot of things with him. Life is happening for you. It's not happening to you. And just remember that everything in life, even when it seems bad right now, is just setting you up for the better version of you that's ready to take place. And so, hope you got some value from this. And just remember, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.